What's up, YouTubers? Coming at you today with a little how-to video. And I know a lot of my fellow friends out there are EDC everyday carry. They don't leave the house without knives, guns, etc. And I'm going to show you guys something that I use on all of my guns that this company makes, and that's sights. I have found excess sights, the 24/7. You can see these sights, and that's the picture what they look like. You basically sight up a lollipop, and I have used these for a long time on all my guns, and they are the best in my experience that I've had. Cost efficient compared to some of the other sights, and I'm going to put them on a new gun, and I'm going to show you guys. We got a Glock 43 we're going to install them on, and let's do it. Okay, we got a couple essentials out here that we're going to be using. First of all, the excess sights. And the kit comes with everything that you need. Loctite, Delrin punch, and a little nut driver. With, of course, front and rear sights. So, got all that in there. We're going to use some alcohol for cleaning our surfaces and our threads and our cleanup. And we'll just use some Q-tips. And we'll use a little brass and nylon hammer for removing the rear sight. And we have our little guinea pig here, a Glock 43, single stack 9mm. And as of right now, you can see the factory sights, which I like the orange front, but without the back I can't see a damn thing at night. And the XS 24/7s, I mean, they glow so damn bright. So let's get to it. Okay, let's get started. Let's do a safety check real quick before we start working. I've got no ammunition on the table. Let's remove the magazine, and I've previously removed the ammunition, and I like to do a little pipe cleaner just to show you guys. Down the barrel, in and out, we're good to go. So we'll remove the slide, remove the recoil spring, barrel, and we're good to go. Alright, we've got our instructions right here. Got everything displayed out. Basically it shows you everything. You got your red Loctite that it comes with, your nut driver, or you can use a Glock tool like this, get more leverage, and acts as a longer nut driver. But you don't want to put too much torque on these parts. You get a little Allen key for your rear sights, and you know, it tells you to use alcohol and Q-tips, like I recommended. All right, so let's get to it. You know, I'll show you how to do it. That way I don't gotta read this. Okay, we're gonna use the factory nut driver that came with the XS sight systems. There's very little clearance in there, so this thing is machine perfect, as well as the Glock tool. To get down in there, and it's pretty much flush on the recoil spring insert chamfering there, and there we go. Okay, and sometimes you got to use pliers to pull these off, but this one you didn't. It's really lubed up. And let's remove this rear. It's definitely not centered. I've got more overlapping on the right side. So let's take this little Delrin punch, and I like to try to use the nylon end of the hammer, because in case something happens, I get an eyelash in my eye and I slip, I'm not coming down metal on metal on the slide itself. So I'm just going to gently Alrighty, see ya. Alright, there's the rear sight. We'll just put that over there. We'll put that there. Alright, now we're going to take some alcohol, dip a little Q-tip in there. Just clean all that oil out and degrease this. Same for the front. Get in there. You know, preparation and cleaning is key. You know, if you don't do this and you just throw it on, you're in a hurry, well, your shit's gonna be fucked up and it's gonna come loose. It's just a given. So take your time, do it right the first time. Let this alcohol dry completely. Don't worry about the discoloring, it's just alcohol. It'll come right back with oil. Alright, so we're clean there. Okay. And let's take a little Q-tip. Let's just clean that, because you never know. Might have had oil on it from the factory. Better to be safe than sorry. Let's clean all that, let that dry. Let's clean the rear sight. The rear sight, you want to make sure that these Allen head set screws are completely backed out counterclockwise, and they are. This is where the file comes in. If for some reason you can feel a little bit of lip, you're going to have issues sliding this on. And we can kind of do a test feel right now. And it's a little tight. So we'll probably, oh damn, that's really tight. We'll probably hit this on the file. We can do that right now. Alright, you can see now. Let's get all the dirt from the file off. Look at it turning black. Now, something else to remember is you do not want to put the red Loctite on these set screws. You want to be able to move this or remove these whenever you want to. We are going to put red Loctite on the rear, but we're going to do it in the four corners and on both sides of the sight itself. Here now. Oh yeah. Yep, that's nice. All right. All right, so now let's get our Loctite out. Let's cut a little bit off. Just a little bit. And for the front sight, we're going to actually coat a little bit. Now red Loctite, a little bit goes a long way, so I had one big drop on there, and I'm going to put just a little bit in the threads. And I'm going to put some on. Alright. So we're going to drop that in place. Put it in there like that. Now the easiest way to do it is to pick this up and actually do it like this. Just kind of guide it and feel it. And I'm going to leave it loose for right now. I'm not going to tighten it. I am going to clean this excess red Loctite off though, right now. Just because I don't want that drying on the outsides. Now the rear sight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this guy in. Okay. And I'm going to snug. I'm going to get it where I think it should be, and I'm just going to snug these set screws. I'm going to do them evenly. So I want to be able to move it if I need to. Alright, so everything's snugged. Until... Alright. Now, I'm anal, and I like this to be precision, so what I'll be doing is taking a pair of veneer calipers. Okay. Okay. Close. I'm at 0.58. .587. That's pretty damn close. I mean, if I fidget I was at 0.582 and 0.587. That's pretty damn close, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. I mean, that little bit is not much. And then I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to try to hold the sight and just snug it. Okay, that's it. All right, now let's do the rear. All right, so for the rear, I'm going to do it like this. .829, 0.83. .825. Man, that's really close too. I could be anal about it, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna call that it. Pretty good for a naked eye. And I'm gonna just snug these set screws up just a little bit. I'm gonna take red Loctite and I'm gonna apply it right here on the corner. Try to let that seep in. I'm gonna do this side. Let that seep in because this rear sight is kind of concave, so the fluid of the Loctite can kind of seep up underneath it. And I'm gonna do a little bit here, a little bit here, and the same for back here. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take this Q-tip and just kind of wipe off the excess on the top. All right, we're all cleaned up. And you want to let these sit and dry completely for about 2 hours before you actually fire the gun. Now, one thing that I do is I like to save money, and I just buy these little cheap baby wipes. And I just take it and I go and I wipe everything down. You know, they're soapy, they clean. Clean up all my alcohol and red Loctite, let that dry for a second. I've got a little Tri-Care gun cloth that I use that's pre-oiled. I just come in and clean the whole slide. This right here, the dryness that you've seen from the alcohol, this will bring back its natural steel color. That's it. All right, we're gonna install the barrel, recoil spring, it looks good. When you're sighting in on something, you just want to make a lollipop, just like that. And these things are very visible in the daylight and at nighttime. They glow. That's it. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, the slightest amount of movement, you know, you don't have that big factory gap where you're sitting here trying to center your sight. I mean, you're just spot on. Boom, there you go. And that's it. How to install excess sights 24/7 so you can see. And take a fraction of the second off your aiming. And that's one of the reasons I really like them. And that's about it. Thank you all for watching. I hope this helps people make decisions on sights that they're purchasing for their future guns. I've got these sights on 6 different guns right now, and I swear by them. So I clean this up and get back to work.